Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessie and today we are organizing my garage. It's a little more cluttered than it normally looks. So within the last week I found an amazing Facebook Marketplace find. I was so happy. I got a brand new workbench, only $75. I have been looking at workbenches for years, to be honest, and I knew I never wanted to really buy it new because I don't like the cost of that. So I was looking at different DIY options for making my own workbench, and when I finally felt like I was ready to maybe tackle that, the lumber prices went up. That's not really an option right now, but I found this. I'm so happy with it. I was not able to film picking it up, so I'm pretty sure I have some footage of what was there before, and I'll show you after, but it was just like a really quick find and we had to go get it and move the other one out so we could get this one in before it was gone and all the things. So a lot of the items over here were actually unloaded from our shelving that's over here. Let me start by giving you guys a little bit of a tour. So this is my brand new workbench. Most stuff is in its place and everything on top is organized. I have the cabinets down below organized in that I have them categorized, but I'm not happy with the shelving in there. I want to redo the shelving that's inside the cabinets and get a different organization system, like some bins or something to hold everything better. Everything is just kind of put in there. Right here, I have already purchased, without knowing exactly what I want to do, I purchased a couple different types of hangers, hooks, whatever you want to call them, for bikes, ladders, or the heavy duty garage stuff. So I have a couple of them to choose from. Anything I don't use I can return. So I have those to pick from, kind of see what works. Over here is the shelving we already had on this side. It's just moved further down. These are bins we already had. Two of them have potting soil. One of them has our salt for the winter. I think we had two of them over here and one of them over there, so I put all of them over here for now. I have a few items on the bottom shelf, but I didn't want to get going on this too much. I wanted to bring you guys along, and I was still brainstorming what I wanted to do. Over here is most of the stuff I had to unload from the shelving unit. One thing I didn't mention, I did have 2 shelves of tools that I was able to fit on or in this new workbench. So I've already freed up several shelves, so I have more room to play with than I did previously. The rest of the items on there were all my yard stuff. So amongst here I have, I don't know if you can really see it, in here somewhere we have yard stuff, and then I can probably fit more things on there. I did already have like extension cords for outside, things like that, so that will probably move over here. This side is mostly, at least the top 2 shelves, that is storage for my family. They moved from a house to apartments. My parents stored my stuff for years in their garage, so the least I can do is store some stuff for them for a little while. So that's gonna be my family stuff. Pretty much this second part of this shelf, and then the bottom is our stuff and stuff that I need to kind of go through and figure out and find a better system for, or at least a system that works better with everything I'm rehoming. I'm just trying to make sure everything has a home that makes sense. Everything is in a place where we can get to it. If it's not perfect, like I said, I have these areas categorized, but they're not perfectly organized, but so I know where everything is, I can reach for it, but I know that as I think of what would work best for me, I can update it and improve it even more. I'm really torn mostly on where to put, I don't know what you want to call it. We had kind of an entry area over here earlier. It had anything we might need immediate access to, like chairs for when people come over and we were social distancing in the driveway. I had a card table over here. my husband's golf rack that had all of his golf supplies on it. Just the things that you would kind of grab a little bit more quickly and were a little bit more recreational. We also had our bikes hanging up over here. Obviously the shelf is here now, so I don't know that that will work, and I kind of like the space in between the shelf and the workbench. I thought about having it over here, but I'm not sure if the lawnmower will be in the way of it, or if this shelf will be in the way of it, if I can maybe get rid of that part of the shelf, or if that will compromise the structural integrity. Lots of questions, lots of things I don't know, so that's why I'm trying to keep it simple, high level, just find a home, because I'm already kind of stuck on that, and everything needs a home. Everything just needs to go someplace, and then we can always adapt later. I am gearing up to do a lot of yard projects and house projects, so I need to know where all of my tools are and all of my supplies are. So we're starting here, and then I'll be a lot more equipped and in a better place to get going with the other projects. If you like this kind of video, make sure you like it, subscribe, and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any more videos on my channel. Let's get going. Let me walk you through what I've done so far and what I'm thinking. And as usual, what I'm thinking is not keeping it high level because I like to make things difficult. It looks like more of a mess, but I've categorized most things. So I at least have a picture of like how much space each category is taking up. I am leaning towards this being where we kind of keep our like quick access stuff. My husband's golf equipment, if I can get it to fit our bowling equipment, even though I don't know when we're going to use that again. I would really like our bikes to be here too. This space just seems to make the most sense for me. It's the easiest access point. Right now I have a lawnmower covering it, and that's just because I scooted everything out to get under here. When these are scooted in nice and in a row, you can get to it really easily. That just makes the most sense. I would really like to save this empty spot for stuff that will, one, it's okay if it gets more dirty more quickly, if that makes any sense. Because this is right by the workbench, I know there's going to be a lot of sawdust because I don't currently have a bag on my miter saw, and just using other equipment, I'm just sure that this is going to be the area for sawdust and everything. So I think I would like to reserve this space for, say, our air compressor and things that are naturally dirty. Is kind of where my brain is going, if that makes any sense. So what complicates things is making this area how I want. Let me see if I can show you guys this real quick. Okay, so this is the front area. This is the first issue. I have always disliked this because you can't use this space for like to just roll a lawnmower or air compressor or anything in. It is just a barrier that keeps you from being able to easily slide something in and out. I get it. I do feel like I get it. Especially these boards, I feel like they're meant to lift items up off the ground, but we have all of this shelving for that. So I would like to get rid of this, which, as you can see, there's some heavy duty caulking holding this in place. So that's not just a quick project. And then in order to have room for our bikes, I do need this portion of the shelf gone. And I do think I can get away with that. This doesn't appear to impact the oh my god, the structural integrity of the rest of this at all. So I definitely think I can just remove this portion and have enough room to hang the bikes on the wall above the other items. So with that being my tentative plan, I'm going to, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I don't know where I'm putting my lumber. So I'm gonna focus on what I do know. I'm going to start with this shelf over here. I feel like I have a better handle on that stuff, so I'm gonna focus on that, which I can still keep high level and not focus on the projects that are getting bigger and bigger in my head. So yeah, start with the shelves and go from there.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side, it makes me shine. We got one summer, so let's make it count. You make me feel like everything's alright. Let's dance our problems away in the night. Love being right next to you.
Trying to be better about using vertical space and wall space so I can clear the ground. So I'm really glad that worked. Also super glad that this garage came with a lot of holes and a lot of hooks already in beams. So even though I've removed most of the hooks, if I find an existing hole in the wall, it's probably in a place that is perfect for support and I don't need to drill anything, which I have no problem drilling. It's really quick, but I don't mind being lazy if I can.
I'll be dreaming about this till the end of time. We are young, we are free, down for the ride. Might be over tomorrow, but we got this day forever.
like I said, high level. I just need to keep reminding myself of that. So I feel good with the category of items I have going on over here. All of this. It's gonna take another day. Like, this is, how many times can I say high level? I'm not saying it for you, I'm saying it for me. That's not what this is about. I'm just getting my garage back and knowing where stuff is, even if it's maybe temporary. I'm seeing a lot of space over here that I would love to put some storage. I would love to put some items there. I'm thinking maybe, no, I don't want my lumber to go there because I do want that raised. Oh, maybe I could add some more. Okay, my brain is all over the place. I'm getting so many ideas. I'm wondering if maybe this area behind would be a good place for my lumber, and I just add a few more support beams on the floor to raise it up off the floor. Okay, I'm getting really excited, but I just need to find a home for things right now. I'm happy with where that stuff is. I would like the organization to be different. I would like maybe, like, I just have my yard tools loose on the shelf here. I have some more, but they're currently being used out back. Like the smaller yard tools, I would like something for those to go into so they're not just laying on a shelf. This worked for my gloves for now, but I might keep an eye out for something slightly different. I'm gonna call it good for now. Just an example of everything's in a place, but I know I want to make some changes, so that's good for now. I'm gonna see how much I can place over here despite that ledge being there at the bottom, and despite not being able to fit the bikes above here yet. So it's still looking better. I'm getting more space on this side of the garage than I had. This has been a good, quick, needed project. So let's wrap it up and just get excited about the stuff that's coming into my head, putting it on my project list. And when I have time to dedicate to that, I can. My backyard really needs done first, so that's, not sure that's gonna, that might be a project or two later, but okay, let's go. Scrap what I have right now is I got free. I didn't invest in it, and it's honestly not the greatest. It would be nice to be able to use it, but if something happens to it, it's not the end of the world. So even though I don't have a base yet on the ground to keep the lumber up off the ground and keep out of like bugs and moisture and everything, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw the lumber there because that's the easiest, most out of the way place. So we're doing it.
Don't blame yourself under the circumstances. Tomorrow you'll get another chance. Take control of your feelings. You know you've been dreaming. Where are all the loving words? Where have all your sweet dreams gone? Wipe that frown off your face when all is
Alright guys, I am nice and glistening. It has been overcast and rainy all day, but very hot and muggy. I feel really good with what we did today. We have so much more space. I know the projects and the needs going forward here, but I'm also set up a lot better to complete other projects that I need tools in here for. So I feel really, really good. Have a pile of rags I need to take inside to wash. I need to look and remember where I'm disposing of old oil. And yeah, I forgot to put these pieces of wood over with the scrap wood. And then that lovely collection up there is all like chemicals and stuff that I need to take to someplace where you can properly dispose of that stuff. So that all is waiting to go there. I did not get around to the new hooks I purchased, which are different than the ones that were already here and ones that I think will work better, because like some of them are for the bikes, which again, I need to clear out this space so I can put them there if they'll fit. I'm now looking at that and thinking they won't fit above the golf clubs, even if I remove the shelf. So, you know what? Everything is in a place for now, and I can keep brainstorming, and I won't tackle that project until I'm sure if it will work for us. So, I have some ladder hooks. I would love to be able to hang the ladders over here. I just don't really have another place for that filing cabinet. That is another piece that we are storing for family. It is not ours. So I need to find a safe place for it where it won't get damaged, but hopefully clears that space out. We'll see. TBD on that. TBD on a lot of things. So I feel really good. I feel like I moved today, which is nice. I have a lot more clear space, and yeah, it was all done in a very short amount of time. I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to this today. I hope this wasn't too boring or not really exciting. There's not really a Pinterest after. There's just more clear space, but that's probably a more realistic view of an organization. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you liked this video, give it a like. Make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any more videos coming up. Like I said, a lot of this was to prep for other projects I have. A mini backyard makeover, so to speak. And we have a lot of, if I can get wood, that's not crazy expensive. I have some projects like some built-in bookshelves I really want to do. I've been itching to finish my laundry room folding counter. Lots of projects. We'll see what comes next. I think yard will probably be first, then maybe a more in-depth makeover of the garage, and we'll just kind of see what projects are next based on what we need to prioritize for our home and prices and all the fun things. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you next time.